Hey folks, Simon here. Today we're taking a look at the eufy SoloCam E30, which, full disclosure, eufy did send to me so that I could check it out and make this video for you. Now, as you can see, the camera itself does come with its own solar panel. So this is a fully battery powered camera capable of capturing footage at up to 2K resolution, so double full HD. And it has a number of features as well, which I think is going to make this a popular choice. But first off, let's go ahead with the quick unboxing. So really simple package, but it has what we need. We do have the cable as well, which is just under here. So we have the short cable. You can use this straight into the camera if this is going to be in a good position, or you have the extension cable, which is optional. So this cable can be used for multiple reasons. First off, I want to mention it is 3 meters long, which is 10 feet, so it's a good length. Now you can use this as an extension cord for the actual solar panel here. The other thing with the cable, you can actually use this to hardwire the camera for permanent power. And then the camera itself, which as I would expect for a eufy product, does feel quite weighty. It's definitely premium. And then on the back here, we have our sync button, and then we have the grommet plug that protects the USB-C. And we have some mounting hardware right here, some screws for aforementioned mounting, and finally we have the USB-C cable. And there you have everything that's included. So as I mentioned, the SoloCam E30 does give up to 2K video resolution, which means you are getting a nice crisp image. But I think the main feature with this particular model is that it does have full 360-degree pan and also 70-degree tilt. And that is also combined with the AI active tracking, which is one of my favourite features actually. So you get a huge field of view thanks to this pan and tilt, and anytime it detects a human being or a vehicle within the shot that you're trying to capture, then it is automatically going to follow. And I have to say that does work really well. A lot of the security cameras you can get, they do sometimes have some nice wide views, but of course those views are just fixed and you can't really maneuver, and if anything's happening outside the shot, you're not going to be able to detect what that was. But here with the E30, with that full 360-degree pan, nothing is going to be out of bounds. However you are going to use this, eufy like to push the fact that there are no monthly fees with this. You are not going to have to be using cloud-based storage, so you can use an SD card up to 128 gigabytes, or you can use the eufy Homebase S380, which is version 3 of the Homebase. Now you may already have one of those. If you are using other eufy devices, you can hook this camera straight up to that and have all of your events captured securely on that device. But even events that are captured directly onto the SD card are also very secure, so you can't just take the SD card out and download those videos. You do have to download them through the app, but the app is free, really easy to use, and it gives you all the features you are going to need. So let's check that out. Okay, maybe you can see I've got the camera just installed up there behind me, and that was a really easy process, by the way. In order to do that, it was just a case of putting the main wall mount on the wall, screw that in, and then making sure that the solar panel is mounted to the camera, which was the option I chose, though you can also mount that directly to the wall as well. Now, for the purposes of the video, I've pretty much got that within easy reach. However, the higher up you can put it, then obviously the more secure it is going to be. But let's go ahead now and take a look at the app. So straight away in the app, you can see the live view. But on the main screen itself, we've got record and we've got sound. So we can record a clip ourselves if we wish to, or we can turn the sound on so we can hear what's going on in the vicinity. There is two-way audio here as well, so that you can communicate with anybody that's, within the shot close to the camera, and that's what the middle button will allow you to do. There is also pan and tilt, and this will give you full access to the pan and tilt settings on the camera, because that is something you can use with the E30. It's one of the defining features. And we can also access panorama, and it's then going to automatically take 10 images using that pan and tilt mode. It's a really clever system actually. Now, of course, that's only going to give you a still image, which it puts at the bottom of the page, but you can see we have this crosshead icon, and we can actually move that around now. You just simply point that where you want it, and the camera is going to reposition to that view. So starting on events, anything that's captured by the camera in terms of events, it's going to send to your phone as a notification, and then you can head here in order to actually see what those events were and play back the clips. And then if we head back to devices and open up the main camera settings, then you can see there's a number of settings we can choose from here. Right now I can see the battery is charging, it's on 95%, but because we've got that solar panel set up, it is going to constantly recharge the security camera so that you are not going to need to take it down for another manual charge, hopefully, well, ever. It's here where we have our video settings and we can adjust the streaming quality. So that's the live view that goes to your phone. But we can also adjust the recording quality up to 2K. So that's what's going to be stored either on your home base or directly onto the SD card that you have set up in the camera. Now, in terms of night vision, there's only one night vision mode here, unfortunately. Some of Eufy's other cameras do have additional night vision modes, including full colour night vision. But here we are using the traditional infrared, which is absolutely satisfactory in my view, and it does a decent job. So you can turn that on here or just keep it on auto. You can set up privacy zones as well. So this means that you're not going to be capturing neighbours' properties, for example, and respecting their privacy in those cases. Now, there are a few things I want to bring to your attention at this point. First off, a few of the other Eufy cameras that I've tried out over the last few weeks and months have had more advanced night vision. Now, there is no floodlight here, okay, or spotlight of any kind, which means you are going to be relying on the standard infrared night vision. However, as you can see from the footage that I've captured, and this was during the dark, it is actually really bright, a lot brighter than I expected it to be, and it still captures all of the details that you are going to need. And the solar panel itself works very well. In fact, it only requires up to 2 hours of sunlight a day, and that will keep the security camera perpetually charged as long as you're using it for average use. But the 2K resolution, combined with the AI motion and pan and tilt, I think work really well together to help the E30 stand out in ways that other cameras perhaps don't. So the fact this does have a number of features, combined with the fact that there is no monthly fee here, you just install this, takes about 5 minutes, and then leave it to do its thing. Really easy, really convenient, and I definitely give it a thumbs up. So thank you for checking out the video. This has been the eufy SoloCam E30.